Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a cute little colour along page. Lucy from Lucy Just Adds Colour is working on this gorgeous book. This is the Christmasaurus and the Naughty List. This is actually a reading book by Tom Fletcher that she has been colouring in. I just thought that was fantastic and I wanted to do a page, and she kindly let me jump onto this bandwagon with her and do one of the pages. So I'm doing this cute little girl here on page 339. Yep, way to skip ahead. So of course this is reading book paper. So I did a video a little bit back showing how to apply satin glazing liquid to your page, which is this. So if you do want to see how I base that page, you can refer back to that video. And we're just gonna colour her in and have a little fun today. So for her clothes, I've picked these kind of purple lavender colours. I'm using Prismacolor and I have 1026 grade lavender, 1008 parma violet and 932 violet. Same rules as always apply, guys. You can use anything you want. A really pale purple, a medium and a dark. Completely up to you. Okay, you don't have to have the same pencil set, so exactly the same colour. It really doesn't matter. So I'm taking my darker colour, that violet, and I'm just going to pop that. Going to give her some fun purple trousers. Her pants are quite heavily grey scaled, so I'm not going to give much of any other colour. Just going to lay this down, being quite careful with the edge of the page, so I'm going with the edge. Don't colour sideways over it, you'll just bend and crease your paper there because it is quite thin. And we just have a very simple pair of purple pants there, which may look black in this light to you, I'm not sure. Right, so for her jumper, we're going to pop a very light layer of that darker purple into all of the shadows. So in under her arm there, just underneath her head, top of her shoulder, where those creases are, in underneath this arm. Underneath this arm here. There's always a darker edge and then fading it inwards so it will blend nicely to the next colour you apply next to it. Pop some in these creases here and underneath this arm. Put some shadowing here and thinking just under here as well. Just a little. Right. We'll take our next purple, which is this Parma Violet 1008, and we're just going to work that out from the other colour. I'm going to add some across the top of her shoulder as well. In here. Bring it up from here. Again, up and down on the edge. Don't want to bend back that page edge. A little bit around the edging of this elbow and edges of that cuff. So our highlights are always kind of in the middle, not on the edges because they're round objects. Again, just bring that inwards from that previous colour, fade it all the way off. little bit along the edge. So your highlight's more in the middle. And that was me banging my elbow. Ouch. Right, so just a little bit dark underneath this arm here. I'm going to go back to my original purple and just darken that up under there. Don't forget we've put that medium down so you've got a bit more texture to this page now. Right, we then have our greyed lavender, which is our highlight. I think I have a white somewhere just in case. I pulled my white out. And again, going to work that inwards. I am using that as my blender colour. So I'm popping that over the others and moulding them all together. Little circles to blend all that. And then as always, back in with our darker purple, that violet. And we're just going to pop that contrast back in, put that darkness back there. Where, especially with Prisma, they're so opaque that once you go over, your lighter colours will actually cover your darker ones. So you must put them back in. You see, it just brings all that rich purple straight back. It really adds your darkness back in. Where you just completely covered that with a paler Prismacolor. We're now back. So she has a purple jumper. Quite like the way the texture worked on that page. It actually looks like a fuzzy jumper. I love that. I think it's great. So that is her clothes. We'll give that a little... The thing with Prisma, you've got to be very careful. They smudge something terrible, to be honest. They really do. Right, so I do love that she's picking her nose. I do think it's why I picked this page. We'll do her hair next, I think. I'm going to sharpen a couple of pencils. kind of grey blonde idea going on here. We have Expresso 1099, Putty Beige 1083, Cream 914 and Eggshell 140. I'm going to start with my darkest colour, the Espresso, and I'm going to be very careful about this. I'm going to add a few flicks in her parting, just a few, where we'd have a bit of darkness in there, even on a blonde. A little bit in the side there and in underneath there. A bit back here where the ponytail draws together, and a little coming out at the bottom. And that is about it for my darkness. I'm then going to go into this, I want to lay my silver down, I think, this Putty Beige 1083. It's kind of a warm grey colour. And then extend that out from the brown. Still little flicks. Keep your prismas as sharp as you can, they're not the best for hair. Then we're going to bring our cream into this mix and just add a warmer tone to that. To fix this little bit of brown here, a little bit more. There we go. Flicking in the direction of the hair. You don't want to be going side to side, it will blend the Prisma in the wrong direction. I've then got some eggshell just to add into there. Just adding a few wisps out of the drawing just to make that look a bit more realistic. Okay. I'm happy with her messy do. I'm gonna pop a little bit of purple into this bobble here, and a slight bit of the mid-tone purple into the top of it to tie that in, and then all we've got is our bit of skin. We can only hope I don't mess it up at this point. So I am going to be crazy and go with my darker colour, my dark umber 947. I'm just going to add very sparingly some shadows just in underneath where the darkest parts would be. Don't overdo this. We'll have edges of the face, top of these ears. A little bit in the eye, recesses and sides of the nose there, just a tiny bit. Don't have to go crazy with that. Okay, well then I'm going to move in just a paler brown, sandbar brown I've got, 1094, and I'm just going to go over top of that, extend it a tiny bit, not much, add it across the top of that arm there. Maybe a little bit just under the hair there. Right, yes, it'll look very crazy at the moment. We're going to add a little bit of light peach to that. Just pop that everywhere. And I have a little bit of jasmine, so more of a yellow tone again, very light layer over the top of everything. And then I'm going to sharpen my beige. I'm going to take my white and I'm going to just add a little bit of highlight across the top of her cheekbones there, and a little bit across the bridge of her nose just before we start. Right, I'm then going to blend these colours together with my beige. You can get away with that with Prisma. Poly you would have to layer. Prisma you can kind of move this all into itself now. Try and be mindful of the direction you're moving your pencil in. You don't want to pull your shadows too far out, make a mucky mess. Don't completely cover your highlighted area, just smudge into them. I'm going to brush that off. And then we're going to take our Clear Rose 1017, a bit of a pinky tone. I'm going to just pop that up along the sides of her face. Blend that off. for quite a pinky look. And then we need to just fix her eyebrows, so going to pop some of that eggshell over the top of there. And just a tiny bit of the espresso, just a couple, just to make it a little bit browny so that she actually looks like she has eyebrows. And that is my cheeky little girl. So we're going to zoom back out, lift you up and let you see her. And there we have it. Very simple, cute little page. Sorry Lucy, it took me so long to get round to this. Terribly behind on things. Had to get this done. Beautiful. Really enjoyed that. Love how she turned out. Very fun. Much better with the base layer. It makes it more textured, so you do want a creamier pencil to make life easier for you to then blend and move your pencils. Although I'm probably going to have a go with polychromos in here as well, just to see, just for curiosity's sake, and see what's fun. Very cute. I hope you enjoyed this, guys, just as a little aside video. Thank you so much, Lucy, for the beautiful idea you've had in this book and for letting me join in. And I will see you in the next video, guys. As always, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please do give me a little subscribe if you enjoy the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.